It's back today. The goalie matchup is one to note today. It'll be Connor Kernan. It'll be Grant Guthrie and Evan Moskva. Cleveland State in the road. Off to Alex Van Voorhees, one of the stud young players on this team. Work it through, shot goes wide. Cleveland State will continue to try to send a barrage of shots at the goalkeeper, and Jack Bryan is keen to it to show that while we might be a man down and a little bit weak at some points, let's step up, and that's exactly what they've done. Shot goes in the first. Cleveland State. Brady Long. Even chase there to Parker Yurgo. Van Voorhees scores! Redshirt sophomore. The ASUN Player of the Week. And the Vikings take a 2-goal lead. Down the alley, a BTB off the crossbar and down. Wow. Dump it down to Playstead. Nearly doubled, and giving him all he can handle is Griffin Valley. The freshman, and the shot goes, but it's working around that cage. Parker Yurgo, shifty as ever. Tries to find some space, dumps it to Austin. Little give and go, and it's saved by Bryan. Cleveland State came off that big win against Queens on Wednesday. Austin sweeps under to give Cleveland State a 3-goal nod early. Swagerman on the one more. Back behind the cage. Goes to Wyatt Robertson, and Bryan saves. Tried to get it to Tayo Lutamoye, and some trouble given there from Zach Tower. Playstead to Benny O'Rourke, gets it home. And to Benny O'Rourke. It extends his scoring streak. Nicely done to get it between the from behind the cage. Works to GLE. Good defense from McDonald. Van Voorhees gets through, but Bryan saves. All angles. Lost Gannon Matthews to the transfer portal. He was their leading goal scorer a season ago. But when you lose one, you gain 4. As is it around. Let's work ourselves into a spot where we know what our matchups are and positioning. And if we need to be creative, we can, as Westcote goes for goal and gets it home. Unassisted for Justin Westcote. Brings Bellarmine back within 1. Nicely done to dodge. Brent to Pollard, and it goes home. The Vikes are firing. Thanks to Cole Pollard, the sophomore attackman. Van Voorhees. Just waiting on someone to bite. And Cleveland State score. Gavin Held. The senior knocks it back out in front by 3. Off the feed from Van Voorhees. By Reynolds. And we said in the beginning, we told you, Bellarmine doesn't mind being man down. Now, would they like to be man down? That's another story, as Cleveland State. Thought about it again this time, though. Finds the dunk home. It's Gavin Held once again. The Norseman Vikings are in form in this first half. Here comes Bellarmine. O'Rourke, hands free, makes it count. Benny O'Rourke, the day. Could that be exactly what Bellarmine needs to sharpen up here? Seen a ton from this half-field set as Van Voorhees tries to get that one to go. Bryant and off to Pat Anderson. Got hands free, finds O'Rourke, Playstead. Sweeping through and getting home. Leader in goals, doing what he does best. Bellarmine is inching back into this lead thanks to off the Tayo Ludomoye. Nicely done by Delaraco. We were waiting to call his name. At any moment. This is so good. To get free off the one hand. Parker, your go. That shot doesn't fly. Yet a turnover at midfield. Gives the ball back to Cleveland State. They get the shot and it's Connor Zwagerman. Cleveland State extends its lead to 2. O'Rourke, it's hands free, save Kernan from the Vikings. Westcote vying for it there with Zach Tower, and he gains the ground ball. Huge play, Playstead thought about it, thinks again, and a goal today, a flamethrower. One more to tie here then for Bellarmine. Murphy to McDonald. Working it around, nicely done. McKernan there, scooting to try to get to Brady Long, who thought that ball was intended for him, and I think it was going for Benny O'Rourke. Now it's Cleveland State on the run. And it bounced home by Lane Miller off the feed from Tarmacchio. Thought about it. Oh, I beg your pardon. That was actually Reggie Regala. Thought about that. Takes a little hesitation. Back and forth we go. Likely to be the trend here in this second half. Alley. Did that ball go in? No, it's somehow on the GB. Back in transition to Brady Long. O'Rourke. Can he get one more? He can to McDonald, and it's saved by Kernan. But interfered with Brady Long. Look what I've... And we are back tied. Brady Long. Company will work behind cage. 25 seconds on the shot clock. It's O'Rourke. Oh, he thought about it. Maybe it was going to soar for a second. Instead, reevaluates. Scout the goal. Bellarmine's ahead. And the last in the sticks before our eyes. In a really key game at this point in the season. Can Bellarmine make it 2? They do! Justin Westcote. How about the junior? The dish to him, and then it was all Westcote. Under 20 to go on the shot clock for Cleveland State. Great looking shot there is Drew McDonald. Lofts that one to Delaraco, who can't quite get the handle, thanks to Zach Tower. On the defense there for Cleveland State. Bellarmine still trying to wait for subs on. McDonald! And another sends it home. Past Kernan. What a pass from Playstead. They're playing more loose and confidently. Felt a little tight in that first half. Big thanks to Justin Westcote for that. He has a hat trick today. Down to John Alley. Ho ho! John Alley's on the board, and Bellarmine's up by 4. 6 goals for John Alley on Wednesday. There's Murphy on the run as we continue play. To Delarocco. On the spin cycle, a little Moye contended off the rebound, and it's to get this one up to Koopman. Can Bellarmine try to get one before the end of the half? Oh, it falls into the lap of Alley. What movement from Bellarmine, but it's saved by Kernan. So we'll be 2 men down. Wow! Stayed a bit. It's Wyatt Robertson. 3. Nicely done by Cleveland State. Gets 5 goals in his return. That one does not go. Alley to Westcote. That's wide of the cage. A little point guard effort here. Inside, try for the BTB. Gavin Held loses the. This is a battle. A melee between these two teams in the midfield. Delarocco somehow ends up with it. It's Plaisted. That's a hat trick for Kyle Plaisted. On Delarocco's first way in that first half before Bellarmine went on a bit of a run. That 6-2 point, it felt like Cleveland State really had the grip on this game. Bellarmine rips off 3 straight. Feel like they were in a good spot. How about Filkowski with the exclamation? Couple of goals spattered in there from McDonald, Alley, Delarocco, and Brady Long. And the Bellarmine Knights, victorious, proving their standing in the conference and seeding to come. But Cleveland State, I'm Joey Lindstrom saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of men's lacrosse on ESPN+. Bellarmine wins 14.